So, buy-to-let mortgages, are they harder to get? It's a question that a lot of landlords are asking me recently. So I've brought in the expert, Karl Gehrke from Mortgage Advisory Network to help answer some questions for all my landlords. So Karl, what's the definition of a portfolio landlord?
Well, a portfolio landlord is somebody who has 4 or more mortgaged buy-to-let properties in their portfolio. And that is not individually, it's going to be total for all of the customers party to an application. So to give you an example, if applicant 1 has 2 mortgage buy-to-let properties and applicant 2 has 1 mortgage buy-to-let property and they're buying another one, that application will be assessed under the new portfolio landlord rules.
Right, okay. And so what sort of information does a portfolio landlord need to provide to you now?
So this is where landlords are going to see the biggest change. Up until now, a landlord submitting an application for a new buy-to-let property has really been assessed on the commercial viability of that individual transaction. This is now going to see a total sea change, and landlords need to expect that they're going to have to provide an awful lot more information. So, for example, you are going to need a business plan. Now, that just needs to be just a short form document, but it needs to detail things like your investment objective. Are you looking for rental income and income in the short term? Are you looking for capital growth, or is it part of your retirement planning? You're going to need to provide a personal asset and liability statement.
Oh, okay.
The lender's also going to want to look at your portfolio strategy. So that's going to include things like your property type. Are you looking for flats, terraces, detached, semi-detached, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms? Where's the location of these properties likely to be, and what type of tenancy are you looking for? Is that just going to be your standard assured short-hold tenancy agreement, or are you looking for multiple tenancies for a house of multiple occupancy, for example? And then you're also going to need to provide a cash flow forecast. Look at how you are going to cover any void periods. Yeah. And they're also going to be interested in whether or not you are going to be using a letting agent. And as soon as I'm here with Sarah, I'd certainly hope that you'd be getting in contact with her.
Yeah, I'd strongly advise using one. So quite a lot of changes there then, and quite a lot of information that they need to provide. When did these changes come into play?
So these are already in place now. They came into force on the 30th of September this year.
Wow, okay. So I know one question that some landlords will be thinking is, are there any exemptions to the rule? Is there anything that they can do to get around these new rules?
Unfortunately not. That's what the industry was thinking when these rules were first mooted. But the total number of properties that you own is regardless of the vehicle under which you own those properties. So it's going to be counted whether they're held in your personal name, whether they're in a limited company that's trading, whether they're in a special purpose vehicle or any other legal entity such as a trust.
Because I know a lot of landlords are looking at becoming a limited company, but that won't affect these rules. No,
you're not going to be able to circumvent the portfolio assessment by holding 3 companies in different limited companies.
Okay, and so this only affects landlords then with 4 or more?
Including the property that's being purchased as part of the new application.
Lovely. So basically, in conclusion then, there is more regulations, there are more evidence that landlords need to provide, but it sounds like as long as they're prepared and they get the correct advice from somebody like yourself, it shouldn't put landlords off getting more buy-to-let mortgages.
It certainly shouldn't, no, not at all.
Lovely, thank you very much for your help, Karl.
Thank you.